at your service Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
If you suffer from excruciating back pain, do not have surgery. Call Dr. Fernando Ranella, MD, and ask him about the new ozone therapy and how it can eliminate your back pain once and for all. End your suffering today. Call Dr. Fernando Ranella, the Center for Back Pain Management, 561-819-6325. That's 561-819-6325 or injectpainaway.com.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Celebrity Mortgage Corporation, where everyone is treated like a star. The process of obtaining a mortgage to purchase or refinance residential property doesn't have to be overwhelming. I'm Tanya Quarequio, the owner of Celebrity Mortgage and a licensed loan officer. Celebrity Mortgage has helped thousands of clients in Florida realize their dream of homeownership, and we can help you too. We know every family and individual is unique in their needs and requirements. As a mortgage brokerage business, we have access to hundreds of loan programs and thousands of lenders. We will help find the right program that works for you. Tanya Quarequio, NMLS 88836, Celebrity Mortgage, NMLS 206978. Where everyone is treated like a star.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Good evening, everyone. Hello out there.
Welcome to the weekend. I'm Gerald.
And I'm Lori.
And we are the Healthy Credit Gals. Our goal is to educate you on credit and financial matters. Join us on this journey to increase your awareness of credit and health and how they impact your life.
If you've ever experienced financial stress, and most of us have at some point, then you know how unsettling it can be. There are many ways to actively take control of the situation, restore your credit score, and rebuild your purchasing power.
If you have a question and want to join the show, call in at 888-565-1470 and let us guide you in creating financial fitness and peace of mind.
Hey, everybody. We are back. It is Friday night and time for another show with us, the Healthy Credit Gals. I'm Lori.
And I'm Gerald, and so excited to be here. Lori and I had an amazing weekend last weekend in Atlanta where we were just
overwhelmed.
Had training in Entrepreneurs International.
Yeah.
It's the direction of where we're going. We've kind of taken the Healthy Credit Gals and credit, and it's taken a little bit of a turn, and we're so excited to share that with you and all the great things that are happening. So stay with us.
We're really excited about entrepreneurship. We have a great show talking to one of our entrepreneurs we've had on the show before, Karen Roberts, and we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, what makes people take that leap, what holds people back, and what Entrepreneurs International is all about is helping entrepreneurs be successful at just learning how to be an entrepreneur.
What to do, the training, the steps. Walk this way.
The mindset, the thought process, the actions that you need to take, all of that. So it was an exciting weekend for sure. And our vehicle that we use is Financial Education Services, which is the package of services that we talk about, as well as the credit repair.
Right. So we're all about healthy finances, healthy credit, healthy. Protection and just all the things that go with having a financial healthy package.
Yeah, so it fits in really nicely with our guest tonight, which Karen Roberts is the owner of Emerald Financial Group, which is financial planning.
Yes.
Karen, do you want to start out with your disclaimer so that we can get that out of the way?
I do. Unfortunately, I live in the world of compliance, so here goes. The following program is sponsored by the Emerald Financial Group, which is solely responsible for its content. Securities offered through JW Cole Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through JW Cole Advisors. The Emerald Financial Group, JW Cole Financial, and JW Cole Advisors are unaffiliated entities. The opinions expressed by Karen Roberts should not be construed as specific investment, legal, or tax advice. All economic and performance information is historical and not indicative of future results. Investing may involve the risk of loss of principal. Any tax advice on this show is not intended to be used by any person for the purpose of avoiding U.S., federal, or state tax penalties that may be imposed on such person, and each listener should seek advice from their tax advisor or legal counsel on topics that arise from the show. Karen Roberts is not providing legal or tax advice. Nothing should be construed as solicitation of an offer to buy securities. Phew.
Wow. That seemed even longer than the first time.
I know, right?
So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I first want to ask you the important question of what made you jump into this entrepreneurial endeavor that you've taken on at a time when it was so male dominated.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So can you share with us that?
Sure. So I actually entered the business when I was young. I was 25, not fresh out of college, but a couple years out of college. And I really entered just to do financial planning because I really loved helping people, and planning is by nature what I do. So I really just wanted to do that. Fast forward maybe 15 years, and I saw where the industry was heading, and it was time to branch out on my own. And I did it in two steps. First, I did it conservatively, and then I got tired of anyone telling me what to do. So 6 years ago, I actually opened my own office.
Awesome.
And that by far was the scariest moment of my life. I definitely think when it comes to entrepreneurship, men are better equipped for the risk jump that you take, because you really do jump feet first into the deep end. But as women, gosh, we're really good at it. So we just have to get over that initial fear.
Yes, I think that's what we're finding, a lot more women jumping into this arena. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, but you said a couple things, and I just want to elaborate. So when you said your first step was a little bit more conservative, what do you mean?
So in my industry, it's a little different. In my industry, I was housed, in other words, my office was inside of a branch office. So therefore, if for whatever reason you didn't make money that month, your rent would still be covered, your supplies would still be there, the phones would still be on. Now, if I don't make enough money, my rent is gone, my phones are turned off, my family can't eat, and my employees' families can't eat. So it was a stepping stone for me.
But that's a great way to do it. I mean, anyone who may not have the wherewithal to just take that huge leap, there are steps.
Absolutely.
To get you to that ultimate, to build up your confidence and your expertise to maybe get to where you want to go. And the leap of faith is so important.
It's a huge leap of faith.
But with a lot of reward, you have to say, right? I mean, the reward doesn't come unless you make that transition.
And I would say today, 6 years later, I should have made the jump 10 years earlier than I did. The reward is so worth it because I control now my own destiny. Nobody tells me what to do, how to do it, how much money to make or not make. I get to make my choices.
Which that's such a great thing. I love that. My favorite thing about entrepreneurship and the reason that I made the leap was really to have time control.
Right.
So that you have time freedom, you can make your own decisions, and really all of your decisions only come back to you. So
exactly.
It's really a great way to live, I think, in control of your time, your money, and your life.
Right. And one of the great things that I did this past year is I'm now a grandmother. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And I was able to schedule myself for 3 weeks because my kids live up in Virginia to go up and see them and visit with the baby. And knowing I worked really hard in June and really hard in August, but I was able to take that time off.
Which is awesome. You don't have to go and ask how much time you have or
Exactly.
anything. You get to make the decisions for yourself.
Exactly.
It is really so special to know that you're in control of your time. And, you know, a lot of what's in the news, I'm just going to tell a little of my week. I'm here. I feel really good. But if you saw me Tuesday, I was completely horizontal after our trip. I could not get my head off the pillow. I won't call it a full-blown flu because I feel like I've recovered really well. But I was able to recover really well because I was able to take the time and keep my head on the pillow and not stress. I have to get to work. I have so much to do. Do I have money coming in? I knew I was covered. I had the time to take care of me. And I think financial health, physical health, financial fitness, physical fitness, it's all the mind, body, it's all one. And when we take it into that arena of taking care of one takes care of the other, it's really important, and it kind of flows.
Definitely. I definitely believe in the whole mind, body, spirit, because when you have anything off in any of those different areas, it can throw off your whole regimen of how
Correct.
you sleep, how you
Right.
what you do. If you're worrying, it affects your sleep, whether it's financial or even physical. Physical ailments can do the same thing. So it's
Right.
good you can do what you need to do as an entrepreneur and make your own decisions.
And a lot of times that financial ailment creates that physical ailment and vice versa. So it is hand in hand. So if you're interested in learning more about becoming an entrepreneur, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call at 888-565-1470. Check us out at www.thehealthycreditgals. But give us a call. What are your questions? What would you like to know about becoming an entrepreneur?
Is there maybe an interest, but something holding you back? I think that's one of the biggest things is fear. A lot of people
Right.
just don't know what to do. And one of the best things about Entrepreneurs International is we're a company that is entrepreneurs taking care of entrepreneurs and helping you become a successful entrepreneur. And then you figure out what your vehicle that you want to use is, but you have to start with step one before taking step two.
Right.
That's something that doesn't happen a lot of times, and there's not a lot of companies that will train you how to be a successful entrepreneur first. So I think that's something that makes us very unique in the sense that we're able to have a plan. All you have to do is plug into it and be able to follow the steps and then apply what you learn into the vehicle that you're using.
Right. We always say you have to learn to work on your business, not just in your business. And if you're always in your business, so you're always the one who does everything, then you're never working on the business. And therefore, you're not growing and you're not creating that sense of security for yourself.
Which is important. Solopreneur is what we call it. The solopreneur,
Exactly.
that's exactly what I did first. And I thought it was so great at the beginning. But as I got busier and busier, I had no time to do anything. And I found that I was in my office all the time. And I really lost out on, being a social butterfly like I love to be. I love to be around people. And for me, that was so confining.
Well, and that was a word that I just learned this weekend. I didn't, an entrepreneur, I own my own business. But a solopreneur, you are in that business pretty much on your own. So if you were taken out of that picture, would that business still thrive and grow, and would money still be coming in? As an entrepreneur, if you were taken out of the picture for a week or a month or a year or for any reason, money would continue to flow in.
That's residual income.
Right.
You know, and if that's something that interests you, call us. Let us know. Let us guide you, because that is what it is about. The ability to earn money
While
and
you
then
sleep.
have your business working for you, even if you are not.
Right.
Even if you're not
Right.
working,
And,
yes.
Right. And for those entrepreneurs out there who are just shaking your head right now, the biggest ability an entrepreneur has versus a solopreneur is the ability to delegate. Yes, you may be the best at everything that you do in your business, but you cannot do it all. So
Right.
therefore, you have to find someone who can be almost as good as you and let them learn that job and trust them to delegate.
And it's okay if they're better than you. 'Cause
Right,
you know what?
absolutely.
We all
Absolutely.
have our strengths and our weaknesses. So one of the best things that I love is you really have to take a hard look at yourself, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and there's no problem in bringing other people in to fill in your weak areas.
Right.
You know,
You-
that's something that's great.
Right, you need to find someone who is the exact opposite of you in terms of personalities, right? So what I've learned is my relationship manager who really runs the office is my exact opposite. She's detailed, she's precise, she's on the ball, and I'm much more of a big picture, outward thinking person. So while we may clash, she is amazing at her job and keeping me on task, and I'm amazing at keeping the business on task.
Which
And
is
that's
good.
important.
Very important. Very important to fill in those gaps.
Right.
Yes.
And it is a leverage of time for basically we all have the same amount of time. So how we utilize that time and how we put that time to work for us is the difference in whether you can succeed or not. Technically, what are you doing with your time? What is filling your brain? Are you watching the Flintstones? You know, and Lori and I mean, what TV are you watching? What are you filling yourself with?
Are you interested in personal growth? Because, you know, entrepreneurship is not for people that don't want to grow. You really have to
Right.
learn how to take a good look at what you're good at, what you're bad at, and identify those things and work on your weaknesses so that you can make those stronger and you become more well-rounded if you're able to do that. So I think it's just really important for personal growth and for people that are unhappy at their jobs to be able to know what it is to take a look at entrepreneurship and doing something on your own. The statistic is 70% of all people are unhappy at their jobs.
Right.
Listen, we're no spring chickens by any means at this point, but honestly, there's no age that's too old to make a leap and make a change. Life is way too short. I believe we don't have a lot of time on earth, so why not spend that doing something that makes you happy rather than something that frustrates you or you're around people that you may not even enjoy being around.
So,
Right?
yeah, are you unhappy at your job? And when we come back, we can discuss that a little bit more. I think it's time for a break, and we will
Be right back.
we'll be right back.
Celebrity Mortgage Corporation, where everyone is treated like a star. The process of obtaining a mortgage to purchase or refinance residential property doesn't have to be overwhelming. I'm Tanya Quarequio, the owner of Celebrity Mortgage and a licensed loan officer. Celebrity Mortgage has helped thousands of clients in Florida realize their dream of homeownership, and we can help you too. We know every family and individual is unique in their needs and requirements. As a mortgage brokerage business, we have access to hundreds of loan programs and thousands of lenders. We will help find the right program that works for you. Tanya Quarequio, NMLS 88836, Celebrity Mortgage, NMLS 206978, where everyone is treated like a star.
Did you know that having less than perfect credit can cost you upwards of $1 million in interest rates, fees, and other unnecessary charges over your lifetime? And did you know 80% of credit reports have errors causing lower credit scores? And did you know 43 million people have a credit score of 599 or less?
Less than perfect credit leaves you with little or no control. The Healthy Credit Gals can help. We are the Healthy Credit Gals. Let us show you how to create financial fitness and peace of mind. Tune in and let's talk credit on 1470 AM and 95.3 FM.
You've been listening to the Healthy Credit Gals inform you of how important good credit is and the stressful impact bad credit can have on your overall well-being. Visit our website at thehealthycreditgals.com and learn what options you have. Now, let's get back to the show.
Hi, everyone. We're back, and we've been talking about, are you unhappy at your job? Are you part of that 70%? And you do have a choice. I know sometimes you're in that office, in that cubicle, wherever you may be, thinking that I don't have a choice. But you do. And the minute that you allow that realization to come into play, your life can change. And it's not necessarily taking a huge leap. Sometimes it's taking that first baby step. And so we're here to guide you, and we're going to turn it over to Karen, and because it's all about planning. So if you're planning to make that little baby step, we're here to learn. We're here to learn how to do that.
Awesome. So I guess let me kind of start with telling you a little bit about what I do and what is financial planning, because everybody thinks financial planning is different things. And everybody does financial planning differently. It's kind of like going to your doctor. Every doctor is different. So really what we do at the Emerald Financial Group is we want to get to know you, right? So our first couple meetings are really all about, who are you? Who are you? What's important to you? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your goals? And do you have a map to get there? And most people don't. First of all, most people don't have those hopes and dreams. They just think they're stuck in their job and they're just moving forward every day. So we really want to help you. What does retirement look like? Where do you want your kids to go to college? What do you want to eventually do? Where do you want to live? Just because we're in gorgeous South Florida doesn't mean that's where you want to retire, as many people don't retire here anymore. So once we figure out where you are and where you want to be, we help you build that bridge to get you there. And that's truly what planning is all about. I work also a lot with business owners and entrepreneurs who say, hey, I don't like my job. I really want to break out, but I'm scared. And how do I get from here, sitting behind the desk and collecting a paycheck, to here, having my own business and making it work? So I help you get that roadmap going. I hope you think about, okay, we need to save some money because you're going to need fallback money. What do we need to do to make sure you're financially healthy so that you can make that leap into entrepreneurship?
So that sounds, I know it, like sitting here, and if I were to meet with you on the first time and, what my picture looks like, it could be a little scary. It's like you're going to tell me things that I may not want to hear.
It is very scary. I try not to be intimidating.
I think it's important, though, for somebody to be direct and honest with you, so that you don't have it sugar-coated. It's if you're a hard worker and you're working for somebody else, it's not going to be any different, the amount of work that you do.
Exactly.
It's just that you reap all the benefits from it.
Exactly. So we make a few promises to our clients, and the two that really stand out is, number one, I'm going to tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Which is, for a lot of people, they don't want to hear it because they really don't understand money. So, and then number two, we always work in your best interest, regardless of what that means to me, right? I'm not looking to steer you wrong just to make money. I'm here for your best interest. So, but really it's telling you the truth, and people get scared. And I will say, in our conference room, we keep a box of tissues.
I've heard you say that before.
Right,
yes.
right. I say that a lot, and people always laugh. And then when they come in and they start using the tissues, they understand. Listen, money is very emotional. And anybody who thinks that money isn't emotional is lying to themselves.
Yes.
We don't talk about money. We don't talk about what our income is, right? It's not a normal social conversation. So when you have to actually lay everything out in front of someone, it's really scary and intimidating.
Last time you were here was something that stuck in my mind. I mean, do you know where your money's going?
Right.
And with so much, it's all electronic these days. I mean, someone can Venmo you. You have that swipe of the card. You swipe that card. You swipe that card. You got $2 here, $5 here. Those $2 and $5 add up. How many times a day do you go to Starbucks?
Right.
So, I mean, like, make your own coffee.
Right.
And you just can bank $5 a day.
Right. And in that planning process, we ask you to bring in your credit card statements and your bank statements. Not because I am here to tell you how to spend your money, but I'm here to educate you on how you're spending your money. So if you say to me, I can't afford to save, I can say, well, you do hit Starbucks every day and it's $5 every day. And you do go out to lunch and maybe you're only going 3 times a week, but you're spending $15 to $20 3 times a week. Here's ways we can curb our behavior without it truly affecting our life and save money.
So we've talked a little bit about taking a look at your finances and what you spend. What else is involved in the whole picture of financial planning for you?
So those are the first steps. The second step is really we create a financial plan that says, woohoo, you can do what you want, or
Do that again. Woo-hoo! Do you want to hear that on your end? Woo-hoo!
Exactly. If you want to hear that on your end, you
right.
got to start working on it now, because the other side of that coin is, I'm so sorry, you're not going to be able to retire.
Ever.
Well, hopefully not ever, but you're not going to be able to retire until your mid-70s. And your biggest fear of living under a bridge or working at Walmart as a greeter may be coming true. And the younger you are, when you peel back that fear, the better off you are, because we can make changes to help you not get to that point.
Now, do you get into anything with taking the money and investing the money?
Yep.
What else do you do?
Yeah. So once we get through the whole process and we know each other, then our everyday job is really to manage your money. So we make recommendations on where to put your money for the investment, depending upon who you are. We don't have a set investment plan. It depends upon who you are, what age you are, and ultimately what do we want to do for the money. So we'll take a look at, there's formats to guarantee income if you want them. We look at life insurance, long-term care insurance, which a lot of people don't think about, but yet need. I would say every American right now needs long-term care insurance. We'll look at disability insurance. We look at the whole gamut and manage your money. We manage your life.
So that brings into picture where we're coming from as far as our protection plan, which is based around credit repair and how are you spending. Really need to be because you don't have credit, right?
Big credit with everything. It's not just buying a house or a car, but if you have bad credit, you pay more for your car insurance. If you have bad credit, it affects you in so many ways. You want to make sure your credit is good. We counsel, we work together. Often I refer clients over to Lori so that the clients can get those credit scores raised.
Right.
And the other benefit of your program is the wills.
Yes.
Is the legal work, because we recommend to every client, I don't care if you're 20 or 70, you need a will and you need all the ancillary documents that go with it, especially in today's day and age.
I think especially that's one of the biggest things that some people just don't want to hear about, but if you're not planning, you know, we don't live forever. And some people just don't want to think about what happens when our time runs out. What happens? What kind of mess are you leaving for other people to deal with? Your family, your loved ones. Now they're grieving and have to go and figure out, what do you have? Do you have a will? Do you have a power of attorneys in place that can help get your bills paid while everybody's dealing with everything? So I think, you know, from that aspect, one of the biggest, most rewarding things is when we can help people understand that they really do need to have these documents in place in order to leave their family in the best situation that they can. It's not part of our plan.
Right.
It's not something we often think about, but it's a necessity if you're going to plan for everything going forward.
You need that. You need the power of attorney, because what if, God forbid, you're driving home and you end up in the ICU. Who's going to pay your bills for you if you don't have an active power of attorney? Who's going to HIPAA? Who's going to make your medical choices for you? And those medical choices are so important because who do you trust to make your choice? Right? Not their choice, but your choice.
No, I mean, there are estate attorneys that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And of course, there are people out there that's the right fit. But for many people out there, it's not an affordable solution, but that doesn't mean it's not an important part of your life. So that documentation is part of our protection package. It is affordable, it's available, and we're here to help guide you. The company will guide you on how to.
All the specifics, any questions, we really have specialists for all areas of our protection plan.
And it's just, once again, taking care of your family, taking care of those that you love so that it doesn't become... at training this weekend, we saw an amazing... visual. So you're born. This is your time. How much time we have?
If that's like your hourglass.
This is your hourglass. It is ticking from the moment you are born. We do not know. We don't know. So what are you waiting for on your life? And what are you waiting for to get your documents in order? I mean, tomorrow, there's always tomorrow, but will tomorrow always come?
Right.
So,
and
very good.
Thank you. I love that visual.
It was such a powerful visual.
I'm going to bring my hourglass next time.
So we're going to be days of our lives.
Well, it's like if you could carry that around with you,
would you live your life differently?
You would know exactly how many little sand.
Right.
If
you specks are there, how many are gone, how much time you had left.
Right. So one of our mottos in our business is to live for today, but plan for tomorrow. You can't spend all your time planning for tomorrow because I know many people who didn't have a tomorrow. So you have to live today, but you also have to plan for the what ifs of tomorrow. So, and if I can share one other thing about your legal documents, a lot of people, probably not so much anymore for the younger generation, but in the older generation, they put those legal documents in their safety deposit box. And do you want to know what happens to that safety deposit box upon death? It gets locked. And your heirs can't get into it unless they're a signer. So now your heirs don't know what your final wishes are because it's locked away in a safety deposit box. Please don't put it in a safety deposit box. This is what I tell people. I know you're going to laugh at this, but you will always remember it. Get yourself a big plastic bag, put the documents in the bag and seal them and throw them in your freezer.
Oh.
Okay.
Why your freezer? It's fireproof, it's flood-proof, it's hurricane-proof, and when you're gone, the first place the kids are going is to your refrigerator and freezer to see what kind of food you have left. And they will find your documents.
That's actually very clever.
That's a great, thank you.
You're
very
welcome.
clever. Yeah, so here we are talking about just financial health, financial fitness, and what that looks like and how that fits with financial planning, how it all kind of just works together. It's really for your best interest. If you don't have all of these things planned out and documented, then you don't know what's going to happen when something does happen.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and take one more break, and we'll come back and get into a little bit more detail about how our financial fitness program resembles a physical fitness program. Stay with us.
Celebrity Mortgage Corporation, where everyone is treated like a star. The process of obtaining a mortgage to purchase or refinance residential property doesn't have to be overwhelming. I'm Tanya Quarequio, the owner of Celebrity Mortgage and a licensed loan officer. Celebrity Mortgage has helped thousands of clients in Florida realize their dream of homeownership, and we can help you too. We know every family and individual is unique in their needs and requirements. As a mortgage brokerage business, we have access to hundreds of loan programs and thousands of lenders. We will help find the right program that works for you. Tanya Quarequio, NMLS 88836, Celebrity Mortgage, NMLS 206978, where everyone is treated like a star.
Did you know most people have no idea how their credit score works? and no idea what their credit score is? Most people think just paying bills on time will ensure the best score possible. The reality is, 5 factors determine your credit rating: types of credit, length of credit, amount owed, inquiries, and payment history.
Did you know an employer can use your credit scores and history to determine whether they want to hire you? Your credit scores determine the premiums you pay for insurance on your car and homeowners insurance, as well as other premiums. Your credit score also determines the interest rates for your mortgage and car loans. Even your utilities and cell phone is based on your credit score. Crazy, right? Low credit scores is like flushing money down the drain.
We can put money back in your pocket. Tune in and let's talk credit. We are the Healthy Credit Gals. Let us show you how to create financial fitness and peace of mind.
You've been listening to the Healthy Credit Gals inform you of how important good credit is and the stressful impact bad credit can have on your overall well-being. Visit our website at thehealthycreditgals.com and learn what options you have. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right, we're back, and we want to just continue on our conversation. We were speaking about our membership. So, talking about physical fitness, you have a membership for the gym, and you're able to go to one place and have all those different services, whether you're weight training, you're doing cardio workouts, maybe you want to take a yoga class. All of that is in one place, and it's one membership that you pay. That's very much like our services, where you pay one membership. It's $89 a month, and we don't have a contract so that you can stop your membership whenever you reach your goals. But we really encourage people to take advantage of all of our services. You get the will trust power of attorneys, both the healthcare and the financial power of attorneys, the credit repair, which some people may take a short amount of time, and some people may take longer. You know, it varies for different people, what their starting point is and what their goals are. And then we also have identity theft protection, because number one in the whole country is Florida for identity theft, which is just so crazy that we have all of that happening right here.
Not Florida.
And then credit monitoring, I think, is so important, because as things start to be used, your scores and your social security number may be out there getting fraudulently used. You want to make sure you have an app, and we have an app right on the phone for our smart credit. You can actually, anytime somebody pulls your credit, you'll get notified. So you have to say, yes, it's me, or no, it's not, in order for that transaction to go through. I think having that real-time credit monitoring is not like something that's free, like Credit Karma, where it's based on past information. It's not current, and it's not real-time.
Well, we also have the financial lockbox, which Karen was talking about, putting all your documents in the freezer.
Yes.
This is also an electronic place to put all your documents, and then if something does happen, it triggers, and your beneficiaries are notified. So as well as having it in the freezer and paper, you can have it electronically, which is, because there are, $58 billion of uncollected
money
out there. I mean, you went ahead, you did the right thing, you got the life insurance, you wanted to make sure your family was protected, and then they don't know. They don't know where to find the documents.
Let me jump in on that,
Yes.
just so that you understand life insurance. The insurance company, it is not their responsibility to figure out who the beneficiary is. Mm-hmm. It is the beneficiary's responsibility to present themselves to the insurance company.
Right.
So as an agent of the insurance company, I'm not even allowed to call you to tell you, hey, Lori, you won the lottery. There's a life insurance policy that you're the beneficiary. So if you take out a life insurance policy and you name someone beneficiary, please tell them that. You don't have to tell them the amount. You don't have to tell them anything, but you have to at least give them my card. if you're working with me.
Yes,
or whoever you bought the insurance from, make sure they have that card so they know who to contact, because millions upon millions of dollars of life insurance goes unclaimed every year.
Right.
Same thing with 401ks and so
Right.
many other money that you might have set aside. If nobody knows where to go and claim it, it's
Right.
going to go back to that company. And you have no way to control that. The only way that you have to control what you've worked so hard to put in place is to make sure that somebody has that information to know where to go and, file that claim to get that
Exactly.
money and get the ball rolling. That's
Right.
part of
it's really important. So that is part of the financial lockbox.
Yes.
It does help in eliminating that issue of the claim not being made. So the beneficiaries know, and you can put in all your information on bank accounts and make sure everything that you need documented, your heirs know how to access it.
and they at least know where to go and find it. You don't have
Right.
to have all the details there, but again, just like you're saying, the card,
Right.
at least provide somebody the information that you do have
Exactly.
a life insurance policy or a 401k or who the financial planner is and how to reach them. You
So,
need
yeah,
to leave that out there. I
Exactly.
mean, you're working so
Exactly.
hard to put that money away, it's going to go back to the company and not even go to your loved ones if they don't know where to claim it.
So 2 great places to put that information: Freezer
Yep.
and the financial lockbox. You got it covered.
That's awesome. So, yes, just like we were talking about the financial fitness or physical fitness membership and all of the benefits that we have, that was a few of them that we spoke about. I still would like to throw it back to you, Karen, and say, can you share with us a little bit more about specifically what you do with, something like a membership? You're kind of an
Sure.
all-in-one
Right.
services as well. So
Right.
all of the different services that you provide.
Sure. So we actually charge an upfront fee to do the financial planning. And once that fee is paid, then there's really no ongoing fee that you're paying out of your pocket. There's fees to manage your money, there's fees to do some of the insurance policies, but there's no ongoing financial planning fee. So, but that doesn't mean that we cut you loose, right? We're here for you forever. We're here to answer questions. We don't do the ongoing fee because I want you to call my office. I want you, when you're buying a car, gee, Karen, should I buy? Should I lease? I don't know. Let me ask you some questions and let's determine that. Gee, I think I want to sell my house. Talk to me about that. Or I want to buy a house. Talk to me about that. Gee, my kids need money. Okay, so that's a huge topic. My kids need money. We will have a conversation about your kids needing money and whether you should be giving it to them or not. And it depends. It is so personal. But again, remember when I tell you stuff that you don't necessarily want to hear. That's a big one. But we're here for you. We meet with our clients at least twice a year, if not more often. Most clients are happy with twice a year. We have the ability now, because of technology, to talk on the phone. We have Join Me, which means we can computer screen share, we can Skype, or you can come into the office. We always love it when people come in, but we know more and more people are busy, and that's okay, so we have all of that available. But we're really a full-service financial firm. You need help with car insurance. I don't do any of that, but we refer it out to people. You need an accountant, we refer out. You need your credit repaired, we refer that out. So we try to be your one stop and then kind of put you in touch with who you need.
I think that's so important, and I think people are so much more comfortable when you're being referred to somebody that somebody, one of your friends or one of
Right.
your business associates is telling you, do business with this person. We know they're good.
Right,
It's
exactly.
much more comforting than going to somebody that you don't know at all, right?
So for a client, for someone that may need your assistance, is there a minimum net worth?
There is not a minimum net worth. Here is all I ask. You have a desire to be better than where you are today. And so long as you're willing, and that's really why we charge the fee up front, is I want you to have that commitment to the process of wanting to do financial planning and wanting to plan your future. So I have a lot of millennial clients who obviously don't have a lot of money because they're just starting out. But if we can catch them early, wow, they'll be amazed when they hit their 40s. So I have no minimums. I just have the desire.
That's
and
good.
You'll work with men and women?
Of course, I will work with men and women. I prefer women. No.
It's good to empower women because
Yes.
I've heard you say this many times, how a lot of times women are left out of the loop on the money. So it's
Exactly.
good to empower them.
So I love empowering women. I love helping them. One of the things that I truly do now, which I've just kind of come into, is I call it finance therapy, because I do kind of take off my financial hat and I'll listen. I'm your coach, I'm your mentor. So if we talk back to the entrepreneurship, I've helped many clients figure out, I don't want to do the desk job anymore. What can I do? And we'll talk and we'll set up your business and we'll get you moving. So I do a lot of coaching of my clients because who else knows everything about you, right? I know all of your finances and I know how you are financially. So
Right.
I can guide you to the best of your ability to where you want to go.
And if anyone has a question for Karen, how can they reach you?
Oh, please give me a call at 954-840-8334 or visit my website, emerald-financialgroup.com. And you'll find on the website there's a couple videos that really talk about some client success stories and really what we do every day.
Great.
That's awesome. I think one of the things you're very passionate about and we're very passionate about as well is education. Just helping to educate, trying to get kids at a younger age to understand about finances and financial health and being prepared. And then also for us on the credit part and educating people about what goes into making up your credit score and how you can make little changes that will make a big impact on your score so that you can have more purchasing power as you go through life.
Exactly. We try to make sure that you have a credit card and you're using it wisely. Mm-hmm. You need to charge on it every month and you need to pay it off, which builds your credit score. So again, it's the little things that we know that you may not know that helps make the difference.
Yeah, I think that's important to understand. I mean, this year I've put out for 2018 1 degree of difference. And if you can take 1 degree a day, do something different. I mean, you cannot continue to do the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. Do one little thing different. Take a different way home. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is, just a different action step will lead to a different result if you're not happy with the results you're getting. And it's with your health, it's with your career, it's with your relationships. If something is not working, sometimes we really do have to take a look at ourselves and what we want to get back, we have to put that out. And it's a little step. It's little.
Right.
Little step.
Yes, if people can take one little baby step, just even if it's one step that you learn how to do and keep doing that one step over and over for a couple of months, it becomes just your routine.
Right.
So
Exactly.
really just committing to it, just like I heard you say loud and clear, the commitment to financial planning, the commitment to wanting to be better, be a better person. You have to make a commitment and then you have to have the action in place. And I think if you take the action over and over again, it just becomes your routine. And now you have a great routine that's always going to push you forward.
Exactly. And that's with finances, with health, you need that routine, you need to be in shape, you need to be healthy. So money doesn't buy you happiness, even though people think that's true. Money absolutely doesn't buy you happiness. What money buys you is choice.
Choice,
Right.
yes.
Freedom.
Freedom of choice. Because if you don't have the resources and the money to do it, or if you don't have the credit to do it, you can't do it.
Right.
Even if you want to do it, you can't do it because you still have to pay your bills.
Which is so interesting because that is the way of life that it's been. The traditional way of life really is people work, and then they plan to take that big trip or whatever it is that they're really wanting to do in their life. They plan for it after retirement. And so many people don't get to that point where they can actually have the money, or maybe with the
Or have the health.
or maybe they don't even have the means. Maybe they don't have family left. A lot of, as we get older, a lot of men pass away before women, and sometimes women, if they're not empowered, aren't going to go and take that
Right.
lifelong dream vacation they plan together.
Right.
So I think it's so important, just whatever it is that you're looking to do, even though we're living as a culture, we're living to older ages because of so much knowledge, technology in the health field, it really doesn't guarantee anything.
Right.
Right.
So
I
make
mean,
an
are we-
action plan and make sure that you are putting the money away or taking baby steps toward that dream that you're trying to achieve.
Most importantly, work with someone to help you. Listen, we all work with someone. I have my own financial planner because I make poor choices for myself, right? Because we're too emotional. We're in it. It's our money, and you need a financial planner guiding you. Everybody needs someone guiding them along the path of money because it's just too emotional.
Yes, I think not even just for money, I think for everything.
Right.
We're so attached. We can only see and we only have our own perspectives, right? So you need another perspective in order to open up your mind to other ways to think.
Exactly.
Which as entrepreneurs, we're always open to looking at things kind of from a far above picture and viewing it from outside of ourselves.
Right.
That's not always been the case. I think I didn't really get exposed to entrepreneurship until, I was in my 40s. And nowadays, all these millennials, they're exposed to it right from the beginning and all the technology that goes along with it. They really have a great starting point to be able to take advantage of all of these things.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I heard this, I think, at one of my kids' college graduations. If you don't like the view, change your perspective.
Exactly.
And these millennials, I mean, this is basically this is their workforce. This is what they are being introduced to. The job market is not what we had, and they don't even want that. So they have the ability to create what they want to do within their parameters, and it's pretty exciting times, I think, for young people.
I agree. And for middle-aged people.
And for,
because
as my mother
we're learning from them,
right? Exactly.
We always learn from them.
Exactly. We're learning from them. We're learning how to be a little more relaxed, how to have a little more balance in our life, how to work hard, but still have that balance, because I feel like the baby boomers forgot that part. And I think that's all coming back. So, yeah, and I would say if you've ever thought, God, I just don't want to drag my butt to work today, right? I don't want to do that 8 to 5 grind, but I don't know what to do.
Call us.
Call us and let us help you.
There's a lot of things out there. It may not be exactly what we do even, but just to step out of your own way and learn something new I think it's exciting to do.
It's you be open. That's the number one thing you have to do, is be open to the possibility.
Yes.
Don't shut that door until you've opened it a little and explored what's on the other side, because you don't know what's going to come your way.
And if it's something that resonates with you, you won't know unless you do take that step. If you don't take the step, you'll just never know.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people live with regrets for that. If you always hear this too, you talk to people on their deathbed, what's the biggest regret that they have? It's not what they've done, it's what they didn't do.
Exactly.
It's what they didn't do. And a lot of times it's out of fear that we don't put ourselves in a position to even try out whatever it is our passion may be leading us toward. So
action leads to action. That was always, sometimes when I was in my insurance world and I just didn't know what to do next, even if I just picked myself up and set my computer at a Panera Bread or a Starbucks to do some work, I changed the location. And,
change the scenery, change your vibration.
Action leads to action.
That's good. That's good. So I want to just mention we have our yearly convention coming up in February 9th, 10th, and 11th. And our convention is in Orlando this year, which is so exciting that it's close to home.
For us on the East Coast, right?
And anybody that's looking for checking out an entrepreneurial company that helps encourage you, maybe something that you want to just come to, you're allowed to come to our convention. And you can reach out to us to get more details on it, or you can, find us on the web, on our Facebook page, or on our regular thehealthycreditgals.com, and we'll be able to share some more information with you. But it really is, you'll get a very good picture of this Entrepreneurs International, what it's all about, and how to be an entrepreneur, what maybe you're interested, you're not sure what you need to do. It's a great way to just take a look at what being around entrepreneurs that are helping build other successful entrepreneurs, as well as provide a vehicle for you to have that success with. Everything's laid out for you, and it's a great way to just check it out. That's what happened to me 2014 in February. I went to Las Vegas and went to the convention, and I was blown away by what this company was offering. I actually made the decision right then that this is what I wanted to do. So I think it's really
so
important
exciting.
to open up your mind and expose yourself. Right. You never know if it's going to resonate with you unless you put yourself in a position to hear more.
Absolutely.
So,
and just on a side note, it is the first time that it's on the East Coast. So it's usually in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. So if nothing else, the personal growth, this whole company, if you work on yourself, the rest will come. Mm-hmm. So it's not in reverse, whereas many sales forces are more about the outside sales. This is all about the internal growth, and the rest will come.
If you don't have the step one, you can never have step two.
Right.
It sounds to me like if you truly are tired of doing the same old thing and you want to break out and do something different, this convention is the place to be. So if you're having doubts, if you're thinking about it, now's the time to reach out. 2018, make a change. We're at the beginning of the year
ever.
Exactly.
Yes.
So on that note, we just want to say thank you to Karen for joining us again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome way to start the year. So everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you back here next week.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Healthy Credit Gals with solutions on how to create financial fitness and peace of mind. Visit our website, thehealthycreditgals.com, or call us at 888-315-3182. See you next week. Same time, same place for more tips and info. Enjoy the weekend. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program